We live in a relative world, but by twisting slowly up the spine in our yoga postures, we work our way from the relative to the absolute with every breath. Stand in Tadasana, mountain pose, hands at the heart. Bow your head. Inhaling, come up onto the toes, hands back behind the back of the head. Exhale, soften the knees, drop the pelvis back, hands to the heart. Inhale up, elbows up to shoulder width apart. Exhaling, feel all your energies dropping down, concentrating. Inhaling, it's like a sunburst. Peel your hands away from one another, open up the arms, drop down a little bit more. Simultaneously reaching down to the earth with the tailbone and feeling the pelvic floor muscles drawing inwards and upwards, creating an inner sanctum of strength and peace. Inhale, sunburst. Exhale, mountain. Inhale up, exhale Utkatasana, twisting to the right. Inhale up onto the toes once more, elbows to the sky, exhale, twist to the left. Keep the hands at the heart space and keep the gaze on the fingertips. Twist and twist again. This is a very controlled twist. You've got gravity holding you. Reach your fingertips forward, step back to the dog. Hands and feet create a framework in which to contain the sinuous spine. Allow the spine to flow forwards and back. Forwards on the inhalation, taking the weight forwards onto the hands. Exhale, draw your pelvis back so the weight goes to the feet. And then distribute the weight evenly between both hands and feet. Up onto the toes, gives a little bit more space at the heart. Right leg straight back, open it up, right foot over to the left side, opening up the front of the right hip. Hanging out here enlists gravity to help open up the front of the hip. Come through to this twisted American spider position. I don't know what it's called. I think there are various names, but it's lovely to do. Left hand forwards, right foot back to the dog, and then find the spine, soften your knees, find the flexible spine. Spine is the highway to enlightenment. The spine is the highway to superconsciousness. The spine is the highway to everything that is not on this relative plane. Back with the left foot, stretching into the heel. Forwards with the left knee. Take the left foot over, beyond the right side of the mat. So it's the outer edge of the left foot securing you, and that's what gives you the space between the shoulder blades as the right arm lifts up to the twisted American spider. Front arm crawl. Comes forward, step back with the left foot. Dog pose. Cross the legs momentarily, release back. And sit comfortably, moving from sitting bone to sitting bone. You can roll your mat up or sit on the block. Just a little lift under the sitting bones can be helpful. It makes it slightly easier to find the sinuous spine. And with every inhalation, we're travelling up that internal highway to that which is beyond the relative. With every exhalation, we come back to earth. So now, back to your dog pose. And allow the hands and feet to make a framework within which the spine moves. And you can identify areas of strength and weakness. Really tune into your own spine. Right leg straight back, stretching into the heel. Right knee forwards. Pigeon. Toes of the back foot tucked under. Stabilizes the hips. If you take your right hand back to your left ankle, this gives a little bit more of a rotation. And shift your weight from side to side. Step back, dog pose. Left leg straight back, ease into the heel. Breathe into the diaphragm. Left knee comes forwards, pigeon again. Walk the hands forwards to give a little bit more space to the lumbar. Toes of the back foot tucked under, and then raising the raising the lower right leg at the knee. Reach back with your left hand. Back to dog pose. Walk hands back towards the feet. Cross-legged. Roll up the mat. A little lift for the sitting bones. The other leg uppermost now. Sit quietly. Travel the inner road. And slowly come back up to standing. Feet and hands walking in. Return to the mountain. The center, bring hands to the heart space, back to where you started. And again, Hakini Mudra, peeling the hands away from one another so the fingertips press against one another. Open up your arms. Shift your weight to the left leg, outward rotations with the raised right leg. Tipping over to your left a little bit. Right arm in front of the inner right knee. Breathe. Focus on one spot on the floor. Step forwards with the right foot, back with the left. Both legs straight. Be on the track where the feet are hips width apart. Tip back, breathe into the upper side, ribs on the right side. Only look up if you're comfortable with that. Bend the leading leg to come back up. Right hand in front of the right leg. Inhale to the space between the shoulder blades. Keep that back heel driving into the mat. Straighten the leading leg if you like. But don't lean on the leg. Use your inner strength to hold the position, rotating the abdominals from right to left. And then front crawl forwards, left hand to the mat, up on the toes of your left foot, up with the right arm, twisty lunge. Exhaling to that back heel. Front crawl the right hand forward, step back to dog pose. Coming up on the toes always gives more space to the heart, and then as the heels go down, take the space with you. Breathe in and out of the diaphragm. Soften your knees. Feet in. Fold your arms, hang down. Arms out and up. And return your hands to your heart. Come back to where you started. Hakini Mudra once more. This equalizes the two sides of the brain. Call it the Tony Blair Mudra. Tip over onto your right foot, raising your left leg. Open up your arms. Breathe in and out of the heart space, making outward rotations with the left leg, and then hold that left leg up, using the right arm for balance. Back of the left arm against the inner left leg. Step the left foot forwards, right foot back, ensuring you come onto a track that's hips width apart, giving plenty of space to the sacroiliac joint. Tip back, breathe into the upper side ribs on the left side. Bend your left knee to come up, and then tip your left arm in front of the left leg. Open up the space between your shoulder blades. No leaning. Use your inner strength. Straighten up the leading leg if it's comfortable. Use your abdominals. And swing forwards, right hand to the front of the mat, right heel up off the mat, left arm up to the sky, twisty lunge. This gives a lovely whole body twist. Front crawl the left hand forward, step back with your left foot. And there you are, back in dog pose. Coming up on the toes, give space to the thoracic spine, to the heart space. The heart, gateway to freedom. Fold your arms, hang down, Uttanasana, standing forward bent. Legs a little bent, even if you're comfortable with them straight. It gives that extra bit of release for the spine. Arms out and up. And return your hands to the heart. Arms out and up, sit down, Utkatasana, chair pose. Mula Bandha working strongly here. Cross your right leg over the left, left hand on right thigh, right hand on left. The angry pose, not because it makes us angry, because actually it's very hard to be angry in this position. Breathe in and out of the diaphragm. Arms out for balance, forwards with the right foot, back with the left, always making it a natural step. Look back along your left arm, leading leg bent, look along your leading arm. Settle your weight evenly down through both feet. Right arm in front of the right leg once more, not touching. Use your abdominals to keep you there. Back heel, pegging you into the earth. No leaning. Take both hands to the front of the mat, step back with the right foot, straight back, and through you come pigeon. Toes tucked under. Release forwards for a moment. Bend the left leg. Reach back with your left hand to your left ankle. Stabilizing yourself with the right fingertips on the mat. But you're lifting up, you're rebounding from the fingertips, you're not leaning on them. Swing around, left foot over the right leg, Ardha Matsyendrasana twist. So the right arm is in front of the outside of the left leg. Right hand on right knee, left arm behind the back rather than leaning on the floor. Rotating up through the spine, and then you can slip down to easy cross-legged, hands wherever you're comfortable. Home base, dog pose. Left leg straight back. Bring the left knee through. Slither back to easy pigeon, reaching forwards with the fingertips, getting a bit of feedback from the fingertips. Bend the back leg, release forward. So it's a relaxed position. Bending the leg opens up the front of the hip, and then reaching back to the right foot with the right hand. Shift your weight from side to side. It just opens up the hips. If it's not comfortable, skip it. Stay with the last thing that felt comfortable. And then swing that right leg around, right foot outside the left leg, left hand to the left knee. Keep the sole of your right foot really firmly on the mat. Right hand behind the back, so you're rotating from within. No agenda about where you look. Keep quiet eyes with a focus within. Slip around to easy sitting pose. Sit quietly for a few moments. Hands to the heart. Find the Guru within. In a supine position, arms out. Engage the pelvic floor muscles as you curl the tailbone up on the exhalation. And with the inhalation, relax the pelvic floor muscles, arch lightly through the spine from pelvis to heart. Take a belt. You want the belt loop to be shoulder tip to shoulder tip. Take the belt around below the elbows, where the belly of the muscle emerges from the joint. So not on the joint, below it. Reach your arms back behind you and peel yourself slowly up into bridge pose. And with every inhalation, stretch into your fingertips. Breathe into the diaphragm. And this takes the pressure off the lumbar spine. It gives a lightness. With every exhalation, press the feet firmly into the mat. Come down when you're ready. Take the belt around your shins. With the exhalation, draw your shins down towards your chest, dorsiflexing your toes, elbows out to the sides. Lots of space at the shoulders. Lots of stability in the lower body. Grasp the belt widely and pull gently on the belt as you bend your knees and make circles with the knees. Inner ankles touching. Toes dorsiflex, that is moving back towards the shins. This massages the lower back. Check which nostril is more open than the other and roll over onto the side of your more open nostril so your more congested nostril is uppermost. Stay on your side for a few moments. This drains the more congested nostril. Back to standing, with the belt ready over your left shoulder. Hakini Mudra, breathe into the space at your shoulder blades. Breathing out, imprint your feet firmly on the earth. Again, take the belt around your arms just below the elbows, an 1.5 to 2 inches below the elbows. Reach up, drop your shoulders. Exhaling, Utkatasana, chair pose. Feel the pelvic floor muscles working with every exhalation. Inhale to the diaphragm. Inhale up. Exhale, come down. Remove the belt for a moment. Tadasana, mountain pose. Right foot forwards, left foot back. Distribute your weight evenly between the 2 feet. Sweep your arms out and up to a comfortable position. Only take your head back if you're comfortable. Return your hands to your heart. Take the belt. Around your left hand, note that the left foot is back, so we take the belt around the left wrist. Use the first 2 fingers of the right hand to stroke up the triceps muscle of the left arm. So the left elbow is pouring upwards out of the left shoulder. Roll your right shoulder back, take hold of the belt low down. We're not trying to reach as far as we possibly can. We're trying to create space at the heart. Inhale, elbow up to the sky or even pointing back. Exhaling, roll your right shoulder back, both feet imprint into the mat. Release the belt, sweep your arms out and up. Look at the space between your hands if that's comfortable. Take the belt again, just below the elbows. Raise your arms, drop your shoulders up on the toes of the back foot. Open up the left hip, so the left heel comes up. On the inhalation, as you exhale, left heel comes down, opening up the left hip, so you're at a diagonal again. With every inhalation, create a bit of pressure, arm against arm. Use the abdominals. Exhaling, left hand to the mat. Peel the left heel up off the mat, back to twisty lunge. Opening up the heart space. Front crawl the right hand forward, step back with the right foot and return to your dog pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Soften the knees, come through with the right knee. Take the belt loop around your left ankle. And reach your arms up and walk your fingertips lightly down the belt. And again, ideally we want the elbows shoulder width apart. So I'm creating maximum space in the thoracic spine. Release. Stretch out the left leg, sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh. Loop the belt around the ball of the left foot. Exhaling, come forwards, but keeping your elbows nice and open. And with each exhalation, come forwards, and even if you're distracted, return to the spine. Take your hands just as far forwards as they're comfortable. Nice, long, soft, slow exhalation. Keeping both sitting bones on the mat. Easy cross-legged. Or whatever's comfortable. Namaste.